Today is November 7th, 2024. After the last tape where I went through everything of all my kids defending me from John on Thanksgiving of 18, where in a legally bugged house, the kids were playing Boo and we had a split level. You go up 8 steps to the living room or down 8 steps into the family room, okay? And they were taking each one of us down there to scream, so to entertain them, we'd act scared. Third step up, the house wasn't meant for Grandma, it was meant for Auntie Shell and Papa, and Grandma needs to get out. I look down, they're all in a huddle, laughing, saying crazy crap. I go up and sit by Dixie and the new baby. And Flora runs up, my other granddaughter. They're saying mean things in the basement. I go up to my son John, and my house is legally bugged by the FBI. And the police are taking us with a court order for protected home custody for an FBI informant for threat of life with statements in a judge's order. Okay? I asked John what's going on. He's like, I don't know. He said, I told Melissa, now that's his ex-wife, you're going to go through a divorce. You're going to be moving out. She'll have the kids make up something, but trust me, nobody could say anything bad about you. I said, well, you shouldn't have said anything. He said, well, I did. And since nobody can say anything bad about you, don't worry about it. He said, you'll probably have her church people make up something too. But trust me, Mom, nobody could ever say anything bad about you. I'm like, you shouldn't have said anything till I moved out. He said, and the divorce would actually happen. He said, well, I did, and since nobody can say anything bad about you, don't worry about it. I go to Dave to clarify, that he even knew I was innocent. He's like, Karen, we talk about John defending me. Mel had the kids lie because of the divorce. And John defended me, and he said, Karen, you're good to the kids, you're good to the grandkids. You would never hurt anyone. You're good to everyone, no matter who it is. I taped him. So does the police and feds. Trust no man. It's a drug cartel. Think of that one. Okay. I go to Danny and Jen on November 13th, 22. I tell them people are making up weirdo molester stuff. Danny's like, where on earth would they get that one from? Jen's like, boy, they would be lying. And I said, well, I call them the Pinocchio group, the liar, liar, pants on fire. She's like, their pants would burst in a flame and they would be lying. As if. Christmas Eve of 22. Now my phone's bugged. Do you guys ever watch FBI on TV? The cool shit of them looking through their phone when they're not even on it? FBI informant. Cool shit. My phone's tapped. I went out to eat with an officer. He said, is your phone tapped by the police? I said, maybe. I sort of look at him. He's like, well, is it? I said, maybe, probably. Yeah, I pretty well guess so. And I said, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't confess to a crime around me, or they got you. He started giggling. He's like, boy, did that take care of a lot. Because it's legally bugged. With a court order for threat of life for an FBI informant with statements. And the sheriffs have been taping this. They see through my phone and listen and record and document everything every day. Hey, Christmas Eve of 22, I go to Danny and Jen. Where on November 18th, 22, at Walmart 62, they said it was that guy, Eric, one of the wanted stalkers. The Massillon police were looking for Steve and Eric for stalking me. Where they were saying that Steve and Eric did it to me before. The police were looking for him. They're part of that drug dealer Pete's gang. Okay? In November of 21, I'm in Massillon, on hospital, Massillon, Altman Hospital emergency room stack here kind of thing on Wales Road. Massillon officer comes in. I'm here to watch her. There's a Steve and Eric stalking her. And we don't know who they are yet. And it's funny, everything they did, nothing's admissible. Well, of course not. It's the Fourth Amendment over the House. Okay? Well, on November 18th, 22, I'm in Walmart 62. The sheriffs have this. Okay? And these people sold the case. So everybody heard him. He comes in, all the tapes are forward, me and not her. It was my idea to come up with it. My idea to do it. My idea to say it. For all these people to turn on and they fell for it. Well, if it's only you, I could take care of it. I know it's that bad. And they still fell for it. November 24th, 22, the nurse at Mercy Medical was talking to the lady Canton officer and said, we all heard that Eric make fun of us for falling for this. Nobody should say a word to her again. And then they talk about that agent bullying me. You know about that agent that bullied her into saying she was lying when she wasn't. And they were talking about him. Okay? See, it's a recorded line. They have to add the recorded line to the case. It's protected custody cases with statements with a court order only to be in your home. Well, I asked Danny and Jen on Christmas Eve of 22, I said, did you know anything about that jackass Eric? No. I said, do you know when they kicked in my door on the 6th day to the wall? Yes. Did you know that they had button cameras stalking me? No. Did you know about a shower scene in the other room? No. To make me look weird? No. I said, do you remember the orange, lemon, and grapefruit-sized bruises all over me? I was throwing up, almost passed out in front of the neighbor by the second week? Yes. Kept happening. Yes. Did you know they were drunk and beating me and telling me to say weird and molester stuff? No. Thought you were working too hard and bruising Tuesday. We didn't know. Kids came out of the room and hugged me. Grandma, we didn't know. That would have made them an accessory. I go to Joshy. I've never done anything bad or wrong. Never said you did. His kids, same thing. And I said, I've always been good to you. Yes. I went to the twins. I've never done anything bad or wrong. That's the truth. Always been good to you. Yes. Mel's kids in the basement on Thanksgiving of 18 got caught stating they made everything up. They were games of pretend. Flora told on him at BB's first party, October 23rd, 2019. Of course it never happened. Of course it wasn't true. We made it up. They were games of pretend. Sitting there chuckling in front of a bunch of adults. They better thank God I wasn't their mother. I would have spanked them. Involving themselves in such crap. And laughing and chuckling until there's a video of it. Okay? They're documented me games of pretend. The police showed up in Walmart 62 right after Thanksgiving of 18. Why they have those kids make all that shit up? Oh, they're just trying to scare her out of the house. That's it. We interviewed her whole family. They spoke highly of her. My part of the case was over. By Thanksgiving of 18, I went to Altman Family Physicians. The police and the feds were in the back. I seen them. Okay? They, Altman Family Physicians said it in front of Dave and me that you always blame the steroids, but they had you on so many medications. Hard to tell them which ones, or the combination thereof, caused everything to swell up and quit working. It was a medication that made you sick before. Like they've told me since 2002. It was medication errors and medical malpractice. They told him, my part of the case was over by Thanksgiving of 18. These people lied. They had an attorney do it. And an attorney had special permission. All bull hockey shit. I went up to Abigail Watkins, Portage County Prosecutor's Office. They didn't know anything about this. I went to the Ravenna Police. They didn't know anything about it. And the Portage County Sheriff's. Dave told Danny he hired Pete on his own. I heard him talking off in the distance. It was Pete and his men, and they have a friend. Pete don't have anything admissible. Pete is a local drug dealer. It was a drug cartel, and it's documented by the police. I was framed by the drug cartel. It was a drug cartel in my home. So even the scenario of some shyster attorney being in it with drug dealers, breaking the Fourth Amendment over the house, breaking in and cyber stalking somebody. I talked to a real criminal attorney. Dave couldn't hire anybody on his own, and nobody could be in my home. It's the right to privacy over the house. Police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life with statements and a court order, like Officer Reinhardt in Louisville. Even the FBI would go to jail for being in your home before. It's cyber stalking. And they would know that. And then think of some rogue attorney out there drug beating, raping some woman in her home and drugging her up and telling her to say something stupid and selling kiddie porn. See, that's where they try to act like my kids were involved. It's like, which one of my dirty kids would be in it with my ex-husband trying to kill me for his drug addict girlfriend and having drug dealers drug beat and rape me and sell kiddie porn of their children going potty and part of child pornography being sold on the internet, and drugging their mother up for fake confessions and photoshopping or washing, I found out, in a drug scam. It'd be like, and then, do you realize where people say it's sick, these people saying her kids were involved, that they defended me to my face in front of the police and feds, and then what was in it with Dave the whole time.